Hello class, today we are doing Green Practice 2.4. Today we learned in class that there are actually two methods to multiplying mixed fractions, okay? You can distribute because the mixed fraction has a whole and a fractional part that can be separated. And upon separation, those two parts can be multiplied by the multiple 1/10. So this would be times 1/10, and this would be times 1/10. And once you have both answers, you would add your answers together to get the total amount. However, we learned in class that the other method is to take your mixed fraction and turn it into an improper fraction by taking the denominator, multiplying it by the whole number, 9 times 4 is 36, and adding your numerator, 36 will give you, plus 4 will give you 40, and put it over your denominator, okay? And so therefore 49 is the same as 4 and 4/9. Then multiply that by 1/10, okay? And then from here, we would move forward with the steps that you've already learned. We've learned that when we compare cross numbers, numerators to denominators, that we can cross cancel as necessary to reduce our answer so that we do not have a large total answer that must be simplified. So let's take a look. We compare. Those two have nothing in common to cancel by. Here we compare and we discover that we have a 10 here. All right, so then we ask how many 10s divided by 10 is 1, and how many 40s divided by 10, we have 4. So 4 times 1 will give us 4 whole, and 9 times 1 will give us 9, okay? Then let's take a look at number 4. Number 4, we have 7/8 times 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7/3. When we compare to cancel, 7 and 8 have nothing in common. 7 and 3 have nothing in common. So we multiply across. 7 times 7 is 49. 8 times 3 is 24. In a case like this, it's improper because the numerator is larger than the denominator. So we simplify by dividing 49 by 24. We ask the question, how many 24s are in 49? We discover 2. And then we have 1 remainder, and we put that over our denominator. Let's take a look at number 6. Number 6, 5 and 5/9. We convert this to improper. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 5 will give us 50 ninths, times 10 times 2 is 20, plus 7 is 27 tenths. All right, when we compare 50 to 10, we discovered that there's 1/10 in 10 and 5/10 in 50. Okay, when we compare 9 and 27, we discovered that they have 9 in common. So we have 1 9 in 9 and 3 9s in 27. When we multiply, 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 1 is 1, and therefore our total answer is 15. Let's look now at number 8. In number 8, we have 3 fractions here. 10 times 12 is 120, plus 5 is 125 twelfths, times 5 times 3 is 75, plus 3 is 78 over 25, and then we have 4 over 1. When we compare to cross cancel, 25 compared to 125, they both can be divided by 25. How many 25s are in 25? 1. How many are in 125? 5. When we compare 4 and 12, how many 4s are in 4? 1. How many 4s in 12 is 3. When we compare 78 and 3, how many 3s are in 3? 1. And how many 3s in 78? 26. And then we multiply. 5 times 26 is 130, times 1 is 130. And then 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So our final answer is 130. You spend 3.5 hours doing homework. And you spend 1/4 of that time doing homework for social studies. How much time do you spend doing social studies homework? So here you have 3 1/4 hour, and you have 1/4 of that time. So we take 3.5, and of that, okay, 1/4. Okay, and so let's convert. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7/2 times 1/4. Well, the 1 and 2 have nothing in common, so we can't cancel, and 4 and 7 have nothing in common, so we can't cancel. So let's multiply. 7 times 1 is 7. 2 times 4 is 8. And so 7/8 of that time is spent doing social studies. So it's 3.5 hours, so it would be 7/8 hours. Okay? All right, see you in the morning.